Hey, it's Josh, and you're listening to The Other Show. Spencer, do you know what is the worst?
I-15 rush hour?
Well, yes, absolutely. But it's specifically when you're driving along on the freeway and you get behind one of those trucks. Like specifically one of those dump trucks, right?
Oh, yeah.
And before you can get out from behind that dump truck, one of those rocks from the back of the truck slings up, hits your windshield, and boom, you got a chip, right? I absolutely hate it. Now, if you're like me, you watch that chip gradually grow from a little chip to a whole long crack that just goes along that whole windshield. I hate it. I hate dealing with it. I hate looking at it. It's just such a hassle.
Luckily, you can use our friends at Ashby Agency and Associates. They're backed by American Family Insurance, and they can help you with that crack.
Thank you.
AmFam offers $0 comprehensible deductibles, which means there's no out-of-pocket cost for that windshield. Additionally, you can customize your discount based on how you drive and save as much as 20% on your auto insurance with Drive My Way. And for the most savings, bundle your home or renter's policies with your auto, camper, umbrella, ATV, UTV, motorcycle, boat, snowmobile, business, and even life insurance policies. Let the insurance advisors at Ashby Agency and Associates help you save today.
Call Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 385-383-3117. Again, that's 385-383-3117. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. We're really going to have to work on that last part.
Uh-huh. Josh, why are we recording? I was asleep.
Dude, Kenny's gone.
Yeah, and?
We get to do a second show.
Josh, okay.
Look, I told you this.
Did you?
With Kenny gone, we can finally do that second show. It's much easier to do a second show once he's gone.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's just you and me.
Yeah.
So we don't need to coordinate schedules. You didn't get guests, did you?
Of course I got guests. Yeah.
Okay, who do we have?
Well, I got proud Disney mom, Tonya Budge.
Okay.
We're going to talk a little bit about Disneyland, Disney World. Then I got Brandon from Pop Fly Cards.
It'd be money.
We're going to talk a little baseball. Yeah. See, look, there's enough content here that we can do a second show.
Actually, Josh, what you just told me is there's other people coming, so I can't hang up.
Yeah, essentially, you are my prisoner now.
I have seen your basement. Okay, let's go.
Yes, you have.
All right, well, while we're waiting, Josh, I got to get something off my chest.
This has nothing to do with a second show, does it? Because we're kind of already here.
No. Well, yeah, no, it has nothing to do with the second show. It has probably been the biggest nerd moment of my little nerd life in the past. I'm 33 now. Came out in 2013.
I'm trying to figure out.
20 years.
You nerd out about a lot of things, so.
Yes, but this
isn't helping.
This made me do the pee-pee dance. Like, I was so excited.
Diabetes?
No, maybe.
Did you finally get a autographed poster of Wilford Brimley?
I wish.
Because he does the pee-pee dance. Well, not anymore, I guess.
Well, he does it in heaven.
Yeah.
God rest his soul. No, massive spoilers here.
Okay.
So, if you do not want spoilers for Ahsoka episode 4, please fast forward 5 minutes.
Should I do that magic thing that Kenny does? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, and 5 minutes. Just fast forward 5 minutes because I will time myself here, okay? Ready, set, 3, 2, 1. Spoilers. Holy crap, Anakin Skywalker's back. Well, not back.
And he's back.
I don't know if he's a Force.
Back in town. And he's back.
Okay, Josh,
what?
Are you watching Ahsoka at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm still kind of stuck on episode 2 with the Loth Cat.
Josh, I'm going to get you to move forward with 2 words.
Okay.
Space whales.
Okay. Can I start watching it right now while we record?
After the show.
Okay.
No, but so in episode 4,
mm-hmm.
Ahsoka and Sabine are stranded on this planet with the Dark Jedi, the Dathomir Witch. I'm getting really nerdy. And it's kind of this showdown with everybody. And a couple of big things happen. The first one is some cool lightsaber battles that felt ripped straight from Star Wars A New Hope to Return of the Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of that heavy lightsaber swinging, not as much jumping, like classic sword fighting. Like, it was pretty dope. Like, the action was great. Marok, which there have been rumors about this character. He is the Inquisitor character that has been in episodes 1, 2, and 3. There have been rumors that was Ezra Bridger, or that was another character that had passed, or something like that. Turns out it was literally vaporware. It was nobody. Like some Dathomir Witch magic.
Isn't vaporware like some type of Nike underclothing thing?
Yes, but it's also in like tech terms, it's technology that they say exists but doesn't actually exist. Because as I was going to say, Ahsoka cuts open this masked Inquisitor,
Mm-hmm.
and like a bad smelly fart comes out. Like literally, it's just green gas.
Okay.
And she goes to fight Balin, and he kicks her or hits her or something just off this cliff. And that's like the big moment. She falls off the cliff. Sabine's got the MacGuffin map and gives it to them so that they can go find Thrawn. And then the very, very end of the episode opens, or like closes, with Ahsoka in the world between worlds. And she stands up, and you hear this voiceover, and you're not quite sure, is this a voiceover like from the show, or is this like something? It's cool if Hayden Christensen recorded a voiceover for this. And then he says Snips, which is his nickname for Ahsoka in the Clone Wars TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And there is Anakin freaking Skywalker in the world between worlds with Ahsoka. And he's like, I didn't expect to see you so soon. Like, I audibly gasped and like had muscle spasms from giddiness, and I'm texting everybody I know.
Yes, you were. And the funny thing is, you definitely spoiled it for me. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, but I asked first.
I know you did.
I asked.
I was trying to.
I said, "Do you mind?"
Trying to make you look bad, but yeah, I don't care about spoilers. By the way,
no, I try to be nice. In fact, I said to everybody it would be exactly 5 minutes, and I've got 1 minute left, so we can just do like 1 minute of silence now, so that they can like jump right back into the conversation, and there's not going to hear a spoiler that Anakin Skywalker appeared in Ahsoka. It would really suck if I said like over and over again that Anakin Skywalker appeared at the end of Ahsoka episode 4, right as somebody got back in and they heard that Anakin Skywalker was there.
You sound
right behind Ahsoka.
You sound like me about what, 8 or 10 years ago. Hey, Harry Potter died. Harry Potter died. Hey, you know what? You need to tie your shoes. And Harry Potter died.
And that's 3 minutes. We'll end it at 3 minute rant.
Okay. So, where do we go from there now that we can't talk about that major spoiler?
The major spoiler that Anakin Skywalker died?
Oh, we're still spoiling things, right?
Well, no, we know he died. That happened in
I was
resetting things. I was resetting things, Josh.
This is
Follow along with me.
This is why I don't do spoilers, because I just I when I try to keep a secret, or I try to keep a spoiler, under wraps, it never works.
Yeah.
Never works.
Yeah, no, I was resetting it back, so like the spoiler was like nestled in between.
Oh my gosh. Jar Jar Binks is the Emperor?
No, that is a legit fan theory online, Darth Jar Jar, and I think it's true. I think that was the plan with Jar Jar Binks.
If Kathleen Kennedy wants to redeem herself in the Star Wars,
Darth Jar Jar,
yes, all will be forgiven, and we will give her a parade down Main Street, USA, if she gives us that wonderful moment and wonderful story. That's all we ask.
That is the bare minimum that we ask. But seriously, if you have not watched this, or nobody else has seen this, go back and watch Star Wars Episode 1 and watch Jar Jar Binks really closely. Mm-hmm. I know it's hard, but he does things that are synonymous with Force users, like changing people's minds and waving his hand, or like force jumps and things like that. So go back and watch it with the mind that Jar Jar Binks is a Force user and is the actual Phantom Menace.
I believe. But
right, thank you.
But yes. But anyway, okay. Now that we have this buffer now, so let's move forward. How many? Just really quickly for people who are listening who haven't fast forwarded, things that we might need to know about Ahsoka. How many episodes are there in this season?
4 so far.
Okay, there's 4 that have aired. Do we know how many there will be for the complete? Is it a season? Is it just a one-off series, kind of like Boba Fett?
It's a TV miniseries, 8 episodes.
Okay, we're halfway
possibly
there.
more seasons. Yeah.
Okay,
but
also, what are the odds that the Mandalorian and Grogu are going to show up? Because I had this thought, but I don't know how this all lines up.
Very low in this one.
Okay. I mean, as far as timelines go, is it concurrent with what's going on with Mando and with Grogu, or is it years before because Anakin has showed up?
It is, I think it's like right after Mandalorian season 2.
Okay, that's good to know. I just want to know, mainly because I need to prepare myself either to see Grogu, or I need to prepare myself not to see Grogu, because that is the type of Star Wars fan I am. So
you will not see Grogu.
Okay.
I would just plan on not seeing Grogu.
My life is just disappointment after disappointment. So thank you for that.
Look, you woke me up for this. You're going to take what I get.
Hey, we're doing a second show here, man. All right, this is going to be a great show. 2 shows a week. I'm telling you, people are going to love this. And, we can still stick under like an hour. We don't have to do like a 2-hour show. So, let's get Tonya, actually. I think Tonya is actually in the queue in Riverside.
All right.
And I'm excited because I've been really wanting to kind of get her take on Halloween and the holidays, especially with Disneyland and Walt Disney World, and I know that she loves both of those. So we have our first friend of the show, the one, the only, the proud Disney mom, Tonya Budge.
Hey guys!
Thank you.
The OG.
Yes, the OG, the original proud Disney mom. I am so glad that we have you here on the show. Not just calling in the voicemail, but actually responding to what we're saying. This is going to be a lot of fun because
it's a game changer.
It is a game changer, and I just don't have a lot of opportunities to geek out with Disney stuff, So thank you, thank you. So
thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Oh, absolutely. Now before we dive into this, because we're going to be talking about Walt Disney World, Disneyland, holidays, and everything, I need to know, Fat Squirrel. Do we have a Fat Squirrel update?
Is he safe?
Is Fat Squirrel still fat?
I hope so. I sent my daughter to Disney World to go and find Fat Squirrel, and I'm wondering if he's afraid of her or something, because he's in big trouble for knocking out the Carousel of Progress twice. So I'm wondering if he ran and hid from her because he knew she was coming.
Well,
that's all I can think of.
Fugitive from the Disney law.
Exactly.
Right?
Either a fugitive, or maybe he's just one of those really smart, intuitive animals that realizes there's a hurricane coming.
That could be too.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Fat Squirrel, because he obviously knows his way around.
Josh, I've seen squirrels on water skis. Squirrels love water sports. They are natural at them. He's probably out surfing the hurricane waves.
I wouldn't be surprised, because from what I understand, and I don't know if I'm supposed to make this public, so you didn't hear it from me, but it's not supposed to be. There is a new otter that's in the rivers by the castle.
Ooh. And
maybe he made friends with the otter and they're making water sports. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
That could be.
I now have the mental image of a little tiny otter harness hooked up to the otter as it swims around pulling Fat Squirrel on water skis. You just made my night.
I want that.
Love this so much.
I want that on a birthday card or something, right? Like,
I want that in my pool in the backyard.
Well, Fat Squirrel and I don't know, does the otter have a name?
I have not heard the name
Okay.
yet because, like I said, they're trying to keep it under wraps because they don't want the pest control to come get it.
I don't blame
Like I
them.
say, I hope I didn't let anything out there, but I don't know. If nothing happens, maybe I'll get an update on a name.
We're talking about an otter in Hong Kong Disneyland, right?
Wink, wink.
Well, we can't wait for more updates on Fat Squirrel because yes, I'm invested now. I'm more invested in making sure that Fat Squirrel gets some time in the water with his skis. So, anyway,
Absolutely.
now, okay, just to give our listeners a little bit of background, the nickname, the Proud Disney Mom. How did you get that?
Okay, so that I got because my daughter enrolled in what's called the Disney College Program.
Okay.
Or the DCP. So she was a cast member at Disney through the college program, and she extended her program, so she did a full 10 months.
Wow.
Of this program. And so everyone just, I was so proud of her all the time. Everyone just started calling me Proud Disney Mom. Like my parents called me that. All of my daughter's coworkers call me that. They all know who I am. They know when she's talking to me on the phone because we have our own way of talking. So they instantly know, it's Proud Disney Mom. And then when she ended her program, I was really worried that I didn't get to keep the name. And when we were filling out the celebration buttons with another cast member, she told me, she says, no, once a Proud Disney Mom, you are always a Proud Disney Mom. So I get to keep the name.
I love it. I love it.
We would have taken them to court and invariably lost, but we would have fought for you to keep that name.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Trademark that. Okay. So
I don't think you can trademark the name Disney, Josh. It's a little late for that one.
True, probably. I mean, there's a reason why I'm not a lawyer.
Maybe
right?
if we spelled Disney with an I at the end.
Or a Z instead of an S.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Disney probably has trademarked the Disney with a Z. That wouldn't surprise me.
I think so. My dad actually has a license plate from the test track that says Diz, Diznee, and that's from Disney. So, yeah. I'm sure they trademarked that one too.
You know, they probably did in the 90s with Radio Disney because everything was extra extreme in the 90s.
That's true.
Now, so the thing is, you know, not only are you a proud Disney mom of an amazing daughter who, you know, did this program at Walt Disney World, but I've seen you also at Disneyland. We've ran into each other, and you go pretty much coast to coast.
Exactly. Yes.
One, what is your favorite coast? Are you a Walt Disney World coast or a Disneyland coast kind of girl?
My daughter's going to hate me for this, but I love Disneyland more than Disney World.
Okay.
It's the original. You know, Walt walked there. It's where I grew up. My dad used to take us every other year. We got to go to Disneyland growing up. So it's my childhood. And then, sorry to steal your rain on your parade here, Josh, but when my husband and I got married, that was our honeymoon as well. We went to Disneyland. So,
hey,
so it's always going to be near and dear to my heart.
there is nothing wrong with honeymoons in Disneyland. And,
right.
You know, it was kind of funny because, you know, Marianne and I had a whole bunch of, we had tons of friends that honeymooned there, and we always kind of laughed and kind of scoffed like, "Oh, we're never going to honeymoon at Disneyland." And well, you know, like it wasn't a bad honeymoon at all, you know, and it kind of helps when you meet at Disneyland, I guess. But honestly,
we didn't meet there, but
honestly, though, the happiest place on earth. And I mean, that alone right there is reason enough of why it's a great place to honeymoon. But I'm glad there should be a Disneyland honeymoon club. Don't you?
I agree with this. Let's make this happen.
I am sure there's a Facebook group.
I'm going to search it when we're done.
I'm on the hunt, not just for this honeymoon club and the otter. But yeah,
don't hunt the otter, Josh.
I'm going to be I'm on a mission now. So, but anyway, so I wanted to kind of paint this picture of you have experience on both coasts,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't need to rehash everything about what's better at Disneyland and what's better at Walt Disney World, because there are things at Walt Disney World that they do so much better than Disneyland ever could.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to focus, especially now that we're kind of into spooky season. I want to focus on the similarities and the differences of Halloween at Disneyland and at Walt Disney World.
Well, Josh, let me explain it really simple for you.
Okay.
On one coast, they give you vegan nut bars, and on the other coast, they give you meth. Trick or treat.
I mean, I should fight back. On that. But I mean, that's a big truth bomb right there. Like, I don't see any flaws.
I'll let you decide which coast is which.
I think it doesn't need to be said, but but there are differences between these two parks and how they celebrate. And so I kind of wanted to touch on this because this past week was the official kickoff, even though they've been doing they've had Halloween decorations up pretty much since like August 1st. Is that
I think they start early August in both parks, from what I understand. Well, there was a few Halloween. Yeah, when I was I was in Disneyland this year on my birthday, which is first part of August, and they did start putting out the Halloween stuff. Thank you. And there was definitely merchandise out, and some of the decor was out. And then I went to Disney World on my birthday, which don't do that in August. Yeah, I mean, we had a great time, but oh my God, it was hot. But we did that 2 years ago on my birthday, and it was like decked out, full on fall, Halloween everywhere. And the party, they do Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Yeah.
And that starts early August. I think the first one this year was like the second week of August.
Okay.
And I know Disneyland does Oogie Boogie Bash, but theirs I think doesn't start until September, if I'm not mistaken. And
so
correct me if I'm wrong on that, because I'm not sure.
The first one did happen just this past week. So yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know the exact numbers, but yeah, I know that like Walt Disney World, when they have the Not So Scary party, they have, I want to say
it's like 2 a week.
Yeah, exactly. From pretty much August until October.
Oh, wow.
Right. So and this year they're doing to November 1st, which I thought was weird, but
they're doing
it through November.
Halloween party.
I don't know, because last year, the last party, this is when my daughter was working there, so this is how I know this one. But last year when they did the Not So Scary Halloween party, they ended it on Halloween night, and it always ends at midnight. And then as soon as midnight hit, they switched from Halloween music straight to Christmas music. Mariah Carey starts playing, and it started snowing in the park.
I love it.
That was cool. Now, the only thing I hate about that is I feel like they missed out on a great opportunity there to have This Is Halloween playing all the way up until midnight. And then as soon as midnight happened, go right into Jack Skellington singing What's This? And start the Christmas season. I think that's what they should have done. Disney needs to hire me.
Yes.
But
that's what they're missing out on.
Proud Disney mom for hire.
Right? And, the world's biggest Jack Skellington fan ever right here. So
I don't know. My 5-year-old nephew, I think, could give you a run for your money.
Josh, don't take this from her. Do not take this from her.
I'm not taking anything from her. It is 100% my nephew.
Yeah, if it's the 5-year-old, I'm going to give it, because I don't take things from kids.
Well, in that case, Tonya, my Hazel says you have $10,000 of hers. If you want to give that.
Oh dear.
She's
Hazel,
only 2.
I thought we were friends here.
I'm on to you, Spencer.
See how that works.
Don't extort.
Did not think that would backfire on me.
Don't extort our guests, Spencer.
Whatever are you talking about?
Right. So now Now speaking, let's keep let's continue talking about Jack Skellington, because
Mm-hmm.
this is probably one of the most divisive characters when it comes to both parks here in the U.S. Because on one coast at Disneyland, the Haunted Mansion is just decked out in the Nightmare Before Christmas, and just
It's
I love it.
amazing.
I love it.
Oh my
It
gosh.
is
Yeah.
the black light, facade, the music,
everything, and the smells with the gingerbread house in the middle and the ballroom. Oh, yeah, amazing how they
yes.
do it. In fact, I used to work with a girl at the Grand America that used to do the gingerbread houses for the Haunted Mansion.
Oh my goodness,
that was pretty cool. Yeah,
that
really
is
fun to talk to her.
Oh, I bet. Just because countless hours go into that, because they basically shut down the ride for what, about is it 2 weeks? I think at least 2 weeks.
At least 2 weeks. Yeah. And the gingerbread house they start making it in July.
Completely transformed.
It's pretty early. Yeah. Just amazing.
I love the ballroom scene. I love just
all of it.
Oh gosh, and the attic scene and everything is just it. Obviously, I mean, Disney knows what they're doing, and they know how to put on a really good show.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. I love it.
But while that's happening, you go over to Florida, and Magic Kingdom, they don't do that. It's just there's nothing special or nothing added, I guess you could say, to the Haunted Mansion there.
No, just a photo op. That's it. But but at the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party at Disney World, they do a villain show on a stage show, and it started off with Jack Skellington. He's a giant puppet that they have the neon black light on, and it's so amazing if you can see it. There's videos all over, so just go to YouTube and Google it. It's just, or whatever, search it. Sorry, I don't know my lingo, but but look at it. It is just, it's incredible to see. And my daughter got some photos for me, and I'm so excited about him. So he does start it off, and then they do the big villain show, and then he ends it, and then the fireworks start. And so at least he's incorporated there, but it's not like Disneyland where, like with Oogie Boogie Bash, I just watched a reel on this today where I guess Jack comes out over the castle and Zero's flying over the castle to start off a Halloween party. I don't know if it's Oogie Boogie Bash or if it's a different party. Like I say, I just saw this today and I had no idea this existed. So
cool.
Now I want to know. If I still have the reel saved, I send it to my daughter. So if I can save it, I'll put it in the chat, the other chat, so we can all see it there.
You should.
With these differences, I want to know, because like I said, this is divisive when it comes to Disneyland, because I've heard cases for both, for keeping the original just as is during the holiday season. Because I mean, I get that, right? Because it's spooky enough, it's Halloween enough that you don't necessarily need to change that. But then on the other side, you get this overlay for what, 3 months?
Yeah, through
throughout the holiday season. So what is your favorite?
I love the holiday overlay. That to me, I say keep it. I mean, I love the Haunted Mansion as it is, especially in Disneyland, because it does have the Hatbox Ghost, although I believe they just added the Hatbox Ghost to Florida, where they're going to.
They're going to, I believe.
I'm hearing the talk. And I've been to both Haunted Mansions. There's differences for sure, but there's just something about the one at Disneyland that's just better to me. But I do love the Jack Skellington overlay. I say keep it. It is only 3 months. It's a fun experience that you can have, that you can only have there. Why not keep it? If you're going to be that upset, then go to Florida or go to Hong Kong or wherever and go see the other Haunted Mansions, because they're different in every single park. If you go to Paris or Hong Kong or Tokyo, they're all different.
Because they're haunted according to local custom.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm in that same boat with you. Like, I love the overlay there. But at the same time, like, I get wanting to see the original at Halloween. My only thing is, and I keep going back to this, so it should be nobody's surprise, but I want at least once, it doesn't even have to be over the holiday, sometime during the year, I want a Muppet Haunted Mansion overlay.
Oh, definitely. I
don't
agree
you think that
with
would
this
be amazing?
100%. Yes.
Because that's how you incorporate the Muppets in Disneyland, right?
Yes.
It needs to happen.
I'm down for this.
Okay.
It does need to happen. I agree. Let's petition.
I would love that.
I've got proud Disney mom as my greatest ally right now. So let's go sign up for a change.org petition and let's do this because Disney just...
It needs to happen.
They just don't know what to do with the Muppets. And when they made that movie, was perfect. Gosh, we need to have you on more because
absolutely anytime.
I think we need to geek out more about Disneyland, Walt Disney World, and the thing is there's a way to approach Walt Disney World, right? There's no reason to crap on it.
Oh no,
because there are great things about the resort,
right? And there's a reason it's called the most magical place on earth.
Yep.
It definitely has its own magic, and it is so much fun. It is definitely an adventure. It takes a lot more planning than Disneyland, but I mean, if you have a chance to go, definitely go.
Yes,
and just let the magic happen. That's what I say.
Well, we'll have you on again. I would love to pick your brain on tips and tricks, things to eat, because there are a lot of listeners, and including myself, that are going to be going to Disneyland, that are going to Walt Disney World, that would love your perspective, right? So,
sure,
we will
anytime. Let me know.
Definitely have you on again. So
we need more Disney tips.
Yes, we do, and more Disney mom. So, thank you so much, Tonya. We sure love you, and we will talk to you sooner rather than later.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Love you.
Seriously, I want to geek. I need to geek out more about Disneyland here. Especially with 2 shows now, right?
Josh, this is a one-time thing.
No, I'm telling you, man. No, are you holding up okay?
I'm tired and sick. And I need a nap.
You're doing great though. You have the energy. You're bringing it. You geeked out about Ahsoka earlier. So,
I used my last vestiges of energy for that.
I know you're having fun.
And I think it was well spent.
I know you're having fun, but honestly, before you put yourself in a bad mood, let's lighten up this mood a little bit, because I know the next guest you're going to have a ball with. Oh, hey, punny, but
I see what you did there.
Brandon from Popfly Cards, Brandon Monson, whatever you want to call him. He is our
B-Money.
Oh, come on. Let's not insult our guests, Spencer. We need to be nice to our guests.
I am being nice. That's a term.
And calling Brandon Monson or Brandon from Popfly Cards B-Money? Come on, man.
Hey, can I call you G-String? How about that?
There's no G in my name, and my last name is M-Y-E.
Well,
I mean, you can call me Oscar Mayer. Wiener boy.
Yeah, we're not going there.
There you go.
We're not going there.
No wiener talk today.
We've had enough of that.
No, we're going to talk about wieners because Brandon sent me on a quest for a mythical wiener that did not exist. I went to an Angels game.
I kind of did.
Yeah. And it's because...
First, before you jump into that, can I just say thanks for having me?
Yes, I was trying to get to that before... before Spencer kind of derailed it, but we're used to it, right?
I knew he was going to come in with that.
Before I rip into you for
oh no, this is pretty cool to be able to kind of look behind the curtain and see what goes on in making the show. This is neat, guys.
And just like the Wizard of Oz, there's no pants.
Right.
Behind the magic curtain, there's
Josh,
no pants.
I was going to ask you about this.
No pants, and sorely disappointed.
Does Spencer only wear cowboy boots to every taping, or is this just for me?
This is a special occasion, so he's dressing up.
I normally wear jeans with my cowboy boots, But for you, pantless and cowboy boots.
I can see it's probably chilly in there, though.
Nope. It's actually quite warm.
This is going to be fun, guys.
This is going to be a lot of fun. And
now, I need to set this story up because a couple of weeks ago, I was in California with my brothers and my dad, and we went to an Angels game. I think I mentioned this on the show. We were up in the top corner of the stadium, the $13 seats. And I'm texting Brandon, and I'm asking him, because he knows everything about the Big A, where the best places to eat.
He was texting me to rub it in is what he was doing.
It sounds about right.
Yes. I was. I'm not going to lie. There was a little bit of that going on. Now I'm starting to think the rest of the story was you just being vindictive, because what happened was you described this like holy grail of hot dogs to me. Foot long, all beef, wrapped in bacon, and then topped with mac and cheese. Like that sounds like what heaven is made of. And then I ask you where it's at. Well, where was it at?
I think it was down off at the third base line, wasn't it?
Yep, down at the third base line. So me and my brothers go all the way down to the bottom ground floor of the stadium. We get in line, we get to the front, and lo and behold, that hot dog does not exist.
No.
So now we have to trek all the way back up to the top. I'm now thinking you completely made this one up. Like you made up, like, what is the hot dog that'll get Spencer to hike to Mount Rushmore and back? Like, what is his Mount Doom hot dog?
At least Brandon didn't send you on this wild goose chase for a hot dog that is boiled and kept steamed, plain as plain can be, and just not very good.
Are you talking about a Dodger dog?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The Dodger dog is the most overrated thing in the world.
Amen, brother.
So anyway, at least he didn't send you on a Dodger dog quest, because
I dodged that bullet.
Yes, you did. There's the dad joke for the episode.
Spencer, I've got a piece for you. How about that?
Okay.
We both need our own podcast, right? You need your second one. I need my first.
It's true.
Let's start one it'll be like triple D. We'll call it Dugouts, Dogs, and Dingers.
Oh, I like it.
And you and I can travel the country to all the different stadiums and try all the different hot dogs.
You know, Josh and I have had this like idea simmering in the back of our heads for a couple of years now of basically the same things. We called it stadium dogs. And you'd go into every stadium in the U.S. and try their signature dish, and then one local, like, right off the stadium dish. You know, so like Salt Lake, you go to Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, you get a cougar tail, and then you go to Burger Supreme. Like, there's your local place, and then there's your stadium food. And then talk about, like, the history.
I think we'd probably need a fourth D with that. Dugouts, Dogs, Dingers, and defibrillators. Because,
you had my mind racing here. I'm like, okay, here comes the E. Finally, we've got the E.
I'm going to try to keep you guys out of the E this time. At least, I want to be welcomed back.
Thank you.
So.
You're doing a saint's work with that. I love that idea because honestly, food and baseball just go hand in hand, and I love it. I love it because I've been to a few baseball stadiums around the nation, not too many. And so I've been to a number of parks, and I love that experience. Food and baseball just mix so well because you're sitting there with friends or with family and just making memories.
You talk, you enjoy conversations. Occasionally you watch the game.
Yeah. No, it really is. I absolutely love it. And that's why, with every opportunity I can, I do love going to, Bees games. We've talked about this in the past, and I know that Brandon and I, we've talked about it quite a bit because the Bees are going to be moving basically in our backyard, right?
They're really right in between us. Yeah,
they're moving down here to South Jordan, and I'm excited. I'm thrilled just because I can just hit a baseball game pretty much whenever I want. So kind of thinking about maybe even getting season tickets. I don't know. We'll see.
I totally think you should.
I'm already on the list for that.
When I worked for the community college, my office was at the Jordan campus, which is where their baseball field is. And there were many days where I'd just go out and work from the baseball field while the game was going on.
I need to, especially if I'm working downtown, I can just hop on the tracks, and it's right there at the station. So it's perfect. It's a perfect place.
Yeah, when you look at the dynamics of what's happening out in this end of the valley,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is where a lot of the new families are coming up.
Yeah.
And, I remember as a kid going to the old Dirksfield.
Oh, same.
You guys may be too young for this, but they used to have these little passes, these little cards that we would get called the Knothole Club. And they'd give them to us at school. And it was a little punch card that would get us into X amount of games a year. And my parents would pack us up and give us $5 and drop us off, and we'd get into the game for free and, run around and have a great time. And I mean, look at me 40 plus years later. I mean, I'm a season ticket holder because, like you said, there's no place like the ballpark, and it's the perfect place for that right out here.
Yeah, absolutely. And it really is this location. It's kind of funny because I grew up in Davis County, born and raised in Bountiful. For me, moving down here to South Jordan, it kind of was an eye-opener. And I will totally, fully admit that I had no idea what was down here. I had no idea that there were so many new houses being built, because I just kind of assumed that houses already went to the West Mountains.
Right.
That's how naive I was, because all I knew and all I cared about really was I-15 and what was just right off of the interstate.
Sure.
And
it really is a great community out here.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay and I moved out here, 20 plus years ago. There were 750 houses here in Harriman.
Wow.
When we moved out here, and everything else is kind of built up around us. So we love this end of the valley, again, as we continue to grow and get things like that, it's just going to be even better.
Yeah.
I think it would be so much fun if the other show family got together one night at the ballpark. I know us as guys, we were going to head there, I think on the 21st of this month, which is a Thursday.
That's right.
But why don't we extend that invitation to the whole family,
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
While I was sitting here, I was looking at tickets and sections.
Okay.
And there's section 107, which is a great section. It's just off the plate on the right-hand side, but it's in the upper side of it. But it's almost completely empty. And I thought, what if we get our tickets up there in section 107? It's right under suites 9, 8, and 7, or 7, 8, and 9, however you want to say it. But we could totally make it a party for everybody. I haven't met a lot of the other family members, and I think it would be really cool if we all got together and had a night out at the ballpark. What do you guys think?
I'm down.
I'm 100% in. So September 21st.
Yes.
Bees are playing, I believe it was Sacramento, if I remember. Wait, and it's Thursday, right? That means it's Thirsty Thursday.
It is Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah. So I think
But how much are the wieners?
That's Wiener Wednesday you're talking about.
Yeah, that's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
And
we're Footlong Friday.
We're not bringing listeners to Wiener Wednesday with you in the park, Spencer.
I'll go with Dave.
There you go.
Fine, there you go. But okay, so Thursday, September 21st, Bees versus Sacramento. I think they're the River Cats.
Yep.
Section 107. Okay, 107. Tickets are about how much did you say?
I think they're about $17 a piece.
Okay.
So not bad.
That's not bad at all. That's essentially the price of what, like a movie and maybe half of a popcorn bucket nowadays.
Yeah.
But let's just hang out. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy the ballpark. I will put all of that information on our socials with the show notes of this episode, and then we'll promote it as well.
Spencer, I'll make it up to you, and I'll buy you your first wiener. How about that?
Yeah. I'm glad that you know that it's more than one wiener. Like, that's a given.
That's why I said the first.
Yeah. He's like, he's because he's cutting you off like right after the first. I'm surprised.
Well, I feel bad that you went down to search for a wiener that wasn't available.
It's okay. I ended up burning off the $7 wiener I bought at the top.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I'm excited about this because that's going to be a lot of fun. And thank you so much, Brandon. We will have you on here again maybe, hopefully we'll have Kenny here as well. So
awesome, guys. I would love to do it. Thanks again for having me. That's so much fun.
I can't wait until September 21st for that Bees game. We're going to put that information as far as how to get tickets, the time and all of that in the show notes. We'll also put it on our socials and everything. You will know. We'll put it in the other group, everything. So hopefully you will join us there for Thirsty Thursday, September 21st against the Sacramento River Cats. But how you holding up, Spencer? Yeah, you're still bringing the energy. So oh, come on, stop being dramatic. Dude, this is fun.
Brains.
Well, I mean, I guess it is spooky season, right? All right. You know what? Let's go to some voice messages. We actually have a few here. So let's just play those. Let's answer them. Let's see who called. And then, dude, that easy. That's a second show, just like that. All right. So let's check this out right now. And
yeah, this is Sean Lord, aka Sean Solo from Word on the Main Street podcast and a regular on the Castle Collective podcast, both of which are Disneyland podcasts. So if you need some Disneyland on your show, which I think Josh has it covered, but why not more Disneyland? So, I could do that, but as far as replacing Kenny, I mean, how can you replace a Kenny? All Kennys that I know are legendary. Kenny McCormick, Kenny G, the other guy. So, yeah, I'm more looking to fill a void, a hole, if you will. So, anyway, I'm happy to just shoot the poop with you guys about anything, but specifically Disneyland. And obviously I don't swear because I said poop there. And, yeah, we can keep your little G rating. Sorry if you hear my kids giggling in the back. I'm driving a car right now. But anyway, that's it.
Josh, I can see it in your eyes.
yes,
You can't replace me. You can't replace me. I know you want to.
I'm just thinking here, just thinking out loud. If we have Sean on, not only do we get a little bit more consistent Disneyland stuff, especially when, we can bring in Tonya and Sean, but honestly, with Sean around, we're never going to have to worry about that E rating. I'm just saying.
Okay, maybe we can test him.
I think we should test him. And honestly, seriously, Sean, we need to have you here on the other show because we are definitely lacking in conversations of Disney and Disneyland stuff. So
it's probably because I never go.
You need to change that. You need to change that, bud.
You gonna start paying me, Josh?
No promises.
Hey guys, this is Rick. And so I was looking at the criteria for being a podcast host and taking over for Kenny, and yeah, that's not going to fly. I don't have the goods at all. Definitely don't have the face or the voice, and don't have 2 podcasts. So yeah, I'm probably out on that. Definitely not the face at all. But anyway, I just wanted to call and see why there's not any more comic book talk or, geek talk more than there already is, especially being a former podcast co-host with Spencer on a former podcast of ours that was on a different network before. I just feel like we need more of that in our lives. I want to hear more back and forth between Kenny and Spencer. I need more of that in my life. And so also just wanted to call in before, the biggest game of the year so far, at least, LSU and Florida State, because forget BYU. Who really cares about BYU or Utah? Utah lost, so they're out. And BYU, kick rocks. LSU is the only team that really matters. So anyway, you guys are awesome. Last week's show has probably been my favorite so far. Definitely got me laughing. So definitely need to hear more wiener talk and more food talk as well. But anyway, love you guys. Doing a great job. Talk to you later. Bye.
Rick, you do have had 2 podcasts. I know you had the Sound Story Project and Spirit of 38 with me. But your message about LSU.
Yeah, should we break the news to him that
it aged like milk,
like really bad rotten milk, like milk that you would get at Walmart kind of milk?
Yeah. So we're recording this right now, and I am just coming from Rick's house. I'm wearing my LSU jersey and LSU pants and LSU socks, and I was wearing an LSU hat until I got home. Yeah. Next. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Hi, this is Charles Chagany. I'm calling to give my pitch to see if I can replace Kenny. Well, I don't have two podcasts, and I think the biggest thing I can say for myself is I'm a curmudgeon, and I'm pretty much a hater and a judger, so I think that would pretty much work out with everybody in your group. Let's see what else. I can do a pretty awesome impersonation of a Chinese woman. I hear a lot of them when I ride the trains in Switzerland because they love to come to the Alps and spend so much money. So let's see what else. I haven't eaten everything on the menu at KFC, although I really do like durum, which is basically Middle Eastern Mexican food. As I said, I'm a hater and a judger, so I should get along pretty good with you guys. Anyway, drive fast, take chances, and keep making poor decisions. Bye.
Honestly, Charles, you can record from Sweden. Riverside's amazing. Like, as long as you have a better internet connection than me, which is not that hard, honestly.
No, it's not.
You'd be just fine. In fact, I don't know why Kenny's not recording from Sweden.
Yeah, wait, why? Why isn't he?
It's because he's on vacation.
Oh, wait. Well,
let him enjoy his vacation. Okay.
All right. Well, we still need a replacement, but all right. Let's do the next. Let's do the next voice.
He's coming back.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Kenny. Hey, I'm just calling. I just barely got back in the States, and I've been out of service for a while, and so I haven't really been able to catch up or see what's going on. But just barely logged into Facebook, and I saw something about people trying to take my spot. I know we joke about this with Spencer and everything, but I'm not really sure what's going on. Anyways, could you give me a call back? I've already logged in to record with you guys, but I don't know. I can't seem to get in. Also, what's going on with the second show? I could have sworn I said no. We're never doing a second episode. Okay? Anyways, just let me know when you get this, and talk to you later, I guess. I hope. Okay. Bye.
I knew you would get us in trouble, Josh.
Oh.
Well, that's it. I'm out.
Yeah, I think I'm going to end this episode now. The Other Show with Kent Dunn, Josh Hansen, and Spencer Myers. Produced by Kent Dunn, Josh Hansen, and Spencer Myers. Show design and audio editing by me, Josh Hansen. Sales manager, Spencer Myers. Please rate, review, and subscribe to The Other Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, or wherever podcasts are found. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. To better connect with us, join our Facebook group, The Other Group. For past episodes, links to our other shows, and to shop for show swag, visit www.theother.show. And remember, when you're not listening to me here, you can hear me on my other show, The Party in the Back.
You can hear me on my other show, Bacon Cell.
And you can find me in bed.